think I'm beginning to understand how the duck works. As his database grows, there's more and more information. And if you know how to read it, you can even see forward. You can definitely move around in any direction.
England, 2099. A world where memory spans only a person's experience. There is no recorded history. This culture of consumption literally floats on islands of garbage.
This is the future. Not just any future.
It just looks like garbage.
Give it a minute. It might grow on you.
I see.
This is William. I'm Sally.
I'm one of the stars of this movie.
Not now. It's not always about you. We're going to meet Spectropia.
She's looking for her father. He's lost in time, searching for family money.
She's built a machine that creates virtual realities from scanning garbage. It's her research. Isn't this fun?
I am navigating through the fringe of an urban center. The sector's function is to compact trash, lifting the island above sea level as ice melts and water rises on the planet. It's a black market subculture of barter and salvage. Highly organized districts of dealers based on geography and chronology. The informal sector. I'm looking for someone, a dealer in early 20th century New York City. And of course, there is the regulatory body. There is always the reg. I'm looking for Zed.
He's moving around. You might be watching him.
Is Zed around?
You're not with the reg?
No.
Yeah. Maybe over in third quad.
Spectropia. 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 Spectropia.
They use images of dead people, people you love, to sell you stuff. Creepy.
You failed to meet this week's consumer quota. Are you saving?
System, give me 200 shares of AmericanSwamp.com.
There won't be much more coming in.
They'll be digging stuff up for centuries.
Salvage is expensive. The freight is high. I'll take 100.
You'll get 50.
Why don't you just steal it?
You did.
From the metropolis to the farm, the stars of Broadway and Tinseltown, now playing in your parlor, evenings at 8.
Brought to you by Ivory Soap.
Thousands of chairs from the factory floor to the office door.
The asses of the masses love you.
Workers of the world, sit down.
Like a dream in a misty night.
I cross the continent in the blink of an eye. I circle the globe and it shrinks beneath me.
You came to me.
Even now I glow with the prestige of faded elegance.
Out of nowhere.
Hi, I'm Sally Rand. I was a famous dancer in the 1930s. Have you heard of me? I danced with a super bubble 5 feet tall. Have you ever seen a bubble dance? Speaking of bubbles, ours...
Spectropia! What is this?
The bait crash.
Bugger! Here! Fuel for more trouble! Disproportionate risk! We should monitor the frequency patterns. Vigilance is
You can't
essential.
block me now. I'm getting close. The XYZ company is the key. It was what he was looking for when he disappeared. I know it.
Your father was chasing shadows. He hid in time and he hid in history. He disappeared in history.
He left you to take care of me. And he's out there searching in time. He's doing it for me. The duck is always blocking me, like a bug in my machine. I wish Father hadn't left so many instructions in his program. Does he think I'm not aware of the reg?
Your father is gone, Spectropia. The stocks are worthless. They've been worthless for a century.
You don't know that. He was cheated out of his inheritance. If I can find out why, maybe I can find him.
They will track your machine's frequencies.
I have to
There will
find
be
him.
trouble for stimulating history. It's the reg that's dangerous.
Hugo. Probably one of your clients.
When is it ever someone for you?
Watch it.
Watch it yourself.
You're in my space.
Set off my alarm.
Please state your requirements.
We're looking for retro from 1960s USA. Do you have anything we could look at?
My search shows that inventory on that period is quite extensive.
Hey, there's something awesome that I want to show you, but I've got to be completely out of sight to do it.
You should be safe from surveillance here.
Okay.
Demonstrate your apparatus now.
My pad can show old movies and newsreels.
And now, the latest miracle of news gathering, sending pictures by wire.
Isn't it cool?
Let's suppose we have a picture or a pattern which we want to send to another location. And the only way to send it is through a small tube. For our purpose, we'll make this picture on closely wound string. Now, if we start at one end of the picture, taking it line by line or string by string in proper order, we can run the string through the tube and assemble it at the other end, line by line, until we again have the original pattern.
I love black and white.
You are going to get us so busted. Remember Cecily? The reg got her and she went all bland.
Please pause and reset. I request the last newsreel item once again.
Members of the Winter family returned to New York from Cannes this week. Melinda Winter has been seen frequently with the prince, and there are rumors of wedding bells. Mrs. Max Winter is the former wife of X, the Wall Street magnate ruined in the crash of '29. X was indicted in a swindle involving the XYZ Fund, but died before coming to trial. The X holdings dwindled after '29, although the family still retains the house on Beekman Place. It looks like Mrs. Winter landed on her feet.
Yes, a new piece for the puzzle.
What kind of information do you require?
I'm looking for copies of particular title deeds to buildings in the salvage territories in New York City.
Ah, yes, I have access to such information.
I require hard copy material evidence of the history of ownership for a certain block of buildings from the early part of the 20th century to the present.
That should present no problem, and you will find the item for me?
Any item in any time period is ultimately possible, merely more or less difficult. Anything, anytime, anywhere.
I heard you lost a lot in the crash.
I did, but I lost everything I wanted in the boom.
Don't let it get you down. 20 years from now, these will be the good old days.
Money to burn, money to earn, money to throw away. Money for you and money for her and money for him. Hooray!
I never heard that word depression before. They would all just say hard times. Still is.
Father? Is that you? Who are you?
What is going on? Is this some kind of hallucination? Where am I? What happened?
You're from the simulation. You're in 2099. I wonder what he knows that could help me find Father.
Wait, it's 2099? How did I get here? Stay calm.
Something to do with my machine. It scans artifacts and constructs simulations from when they were
What a
made.
strange young girl.
I can't believe
This
I
place
thought
is
he was
like an
father.
underground
Drawn to
castle
him. I
and
want
a
to run away
junkyard
at
at
the
the
same
same
time. Tell me about 1931. I'm trying to find my father. He disappeared and it's somehow connected to your time.
Well, times are tough in 31. The market crashed and a lot of people lost all their money.
It's like that now. You see those bubbles? Over there? Those are IPOs. They represent companies.
Those bubbles are companies? Like the bubbles burst. That's funny. Our bubble burst.
Have you heard of the fund called the XYZ?
Oh no, the XYZ company.
It's the one connected somehow to my father's lost inheritance.
I wonder if this is a setup and somebody's trying to pump me for information.
I wonder what he knows that could help me find father.
Don't tell her anything. Just try to find out what she knows.
He knows things he doesn't want to tell me. I wonder why. What are his secrets?
I wonder what she's really after. Verna, what's the matter? It's just a flyer.
A flyer? I feel a little woozy.
You look all done in. I'm taking you home right now.
Home?
Yes. Your house, your father's house, where you live, where I live. You're scaring me, Verna.
Where you live?
Yes, it's part of the way your father pays me. Just skip lunch today.
Lunch? Oh, could Dad do this? Well, that's what this must be.
It must be William in the short circuit. Crossed wires somewhere. How will I get back? The duck will be furious. Could this whole thing be a hallucination?
I should call Eddie when I get home. I have to find out. Could come back to bite me if I'm not on top of things. There's money hidden somewhere. I wonder if Eddie's found out anything. I have to find out. I thought that deal would put me over.
The duck will be furious. He thinks I'm Verna. She was in the simulation. I wish I'd paid closer attention.
There's money hidden somewhere that didn't show up in X's estate. I have to find out. Son of a bitch was holding out on all of us. Even his own family. I have to find out. Hello, sweetheart. Hey, Mr. Dumont.
William.
Verna's, she's feeling a little under the weather tonight.
You are? What's the matter? You feeling sick?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm a little faint. I think it's because of no lunch.
We'll see to it that you get a good night's sleep. Hello? Yes. Yes. I'll see that you get them right away. They'll be signed and delivered before the show opens.
Hey, psst. This is where the action is. Pay attention. I'm doing you a favor.
Yes, of course. Good night. Did you make any progress on the Johnson case today, William? He needs the contracts on the dancers before the show opens. These are deadlines you can't ignore.
Yes, sir, I know. I'm sorry. I'll have them out tomorrow morning.
Yes, see that you do. We'll make a lawyer out of you, William. We're gonna have to make a lot of money to pay back those debts.
Yes, sir, I know. I'm working on it. I have a plan. I'll pay you back and all of our clients.
The best plan, William, is hard work. Don't get caught again. The rest of it's like gambling. Run it down. You should get some rest. You don't look all too well.
Yes, Father.
Father, you haven't called me that in years. You are tired. Come on. Off you go.
The moon. It's the same moon.
I can't believe I didn't get those contracts off. Mr. DeMott still looks at me like I'm dirt.
What is the point of these shoes? They aren't so easy to walk in. Where's he going?
I'm onto something.
Hey, Hetty, I had to sneak out of the house.
Oh?
Yeah, she fell asleep.
I've had a rather interesting day myself, William.
Hey, what do you got? Did X leave a trail?
He certainly did. The man could not keep his pants on. If his wife knew the half of it, she'd be angry at him about more than missing assets.
Keeping secrets?
There are a lot of layers to this thing. There's certainly a second entity.
The XYZ fund was a cover.
Yes.
We need to track the business records.
I'm on it.
Good. I'll call you tomorrow.
Good.
Who is this woman?
How could this have happened?
is she now?
Now you can tell them.
Okay, it's us. We're the ones who control time. We slow it down. We change its direction.
And of course, we speed it up. Like this.
What are you looking at? Never seen a toaster before?
A toaster?
What planet are you from? Jeez.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm delicate. You'll screw it up.
What do you do?
I make coffee. You know coffee.
You want a cup of coffee?
Ah, coffee, yeah, sure.
You look rumpled this morning.
Oh.
Feeling any better?
I'm fine, just a little tired from yesterday, I guess.
Hey, Vernon. Guess what? I've got a new case for us. Remember X? Well, he was a crook, right? When he skimmed all that money off the XYZ, I think he stashed some of it. Maybe a big chunk. We can find it, we can pay back your dad and his clients.
If I'm ever gonna square things with Verna and her dad, I'd better get it right this
When
time.
he stole all that money, where do you think he hid it?
Okay.
No, I doubt he had a bank
Go
account
slowly.
in his own name. Yeah, too easy to trace.
Get the sense of this place.
So many secrets.
I can't tell her everything,
Yeah, I hope his secrets didn't die with him.
but I need for her to believe me.
I doubt official records will help.
Tell her part of the story,
Maybe,
but not the whole deal.
Maybe the investors of the original fund.
The investors, so there's a record? I mean, that could give us some leads.
Well, there's still an XYZ company, but there's not much to it. We could go there.
Something isn't quite right.
They just gonna give us the investors list?
No. No, we can sneak in. When they close. Yeah, we can hide in the basement and wait until dark.
Pick the lock. Well, that's the way we've got to do it. Let's do it.
Now, we have to be careful. This could be very dangerous. Someone else may be looking for the same thing.
You mean someone's watching us?
Well, you never know. This could be worth a lot of money. We just can't tell anyone.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm really good at evading invisible forces. It's right up my alley.
Well, let's go. I don't know, did you change your hair or something? Well, go get ready. I need to make a phone call first. Did you dig up anything?
Yes, I got some ideas. I got some people to track. I'm going to the records office. The man was sneaky, William. He had some action on this side. I've got a feeling that it all comes together in a hidden company.
Well, if it's hidden, why would an official records office help?
You've got to read between the lines, okay? Enter his psychology. Gentleman was not dumb, but he did get caught, right? So I'm trying to think like him.
Yeah, well, be careful. He's dead. I'll check out the XYZ office and see if I can come up with any leads on the second company. Verna and I talked. She's coming along. She just thinks we're looking for a preferred investors list.
Verna's gonna help.
Sure. She's good at this, Eddie. I'll look for a second company. She doesn't know that. She thinks we're looking for hidden assets.
She's a lot smarter than you, William. Watch yourself. I don't have a good feeling about this approach.
It'll be fine. Trust me. I'll take care of the money. You take care of the rest.
Well, you're the boss.
Yeah, if you say so.
Just don't get fancy, William. I suppose they'll be fine.
do they go?
Hey, over here.
What are you?
You know, telephones, right? On the central switching unit. Think about bandwidth. Think about frequency as a spectrum. Then think about what's missing.
About what's missing?
Yeah. What are the holes, you know? I'm telling you, we'll answer your questions.
You mean about what's there and what's not and when? How the algorithm changes when a body enters the picture. And then what's added and subtracted after that.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Gas? What's gas?
Verna, come on, let's go.
Something very strange going on here.
Why do you keep pulling away?
I'm not. Something else is happening.
What? Tell me.
There's this other person.
What?
No, not that. Do you remember when X died?
Of course.
Well, there was another person inside of X.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. We'll talk about it later.
You've been acting like a different person.
I know. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
While you were gone,
I think I'm beginning to see.
this could be worse than drugs in the 20th century. A new tech sickness. Uncharted waters.
How do you know?
Don't change the subject. You were out cold. The rig were dense in the area. Knocking on electronic doors, patrolling virtual highways.
They were here while I was gone, or whatever I was?
Not yet near. Foolish flesh.
I have to finish this.
No end in sight.
you? It's been so long.
It's great to see you. Where have you been keeping yourself?
X is having fits. Some young hotshot has got him by the balls.
Who is it?
His name's William. Works for DeMont, that entertainment lawyer. He's got X over a barrel, and I would love to know more.
You ought to find out, Connie. Might be worth something to you. You can't be too careful with a guy like X. He could wind up old and shriveled with nothing.
It's got something to do with that XYZ fund. Willie has something on him about the fund. And you and I both know that X is no better than he should be.
I wouldn't let a guy like X take me for a ride and dump me. You should get something. I'm a married guy.
Don't worry about me. I'm no fool. I can look after me.
Come on, Connie. What's up your sleeve?
Never you mind. You just wait and see. I'm gonna be set up real fine.
The clothing has to be just right. What was I thinking? It may be that the frequency disturbances from the machine are both alerting the reg and causing the artifacts that alter objects while I'm gone. I wonder what physics are at work here to make these towers.
Time relations from different places rearrange the furniture in the present.
What if it rearranged the building and the piece that didn't translate back properly was a structural column? The whole building could collapse.
What are the probabilities of large-scale anomalies producing dangerous artifacts?
What if it did reconfigure the duck? I ended up in 1929 in the ladies' room of a brokerage house. I couldn't be dreaming at all, could I?
Are you thinking it's some kind of neural short circuit? It could be time displacement or a new simulation program hidden in the database code.
Spectropia. Buy
Buy more. More.
Buy more.
More.
I think it'll work now.
Program contradiction. Help her grow, keep her from harm. Instruction paradox.
They've stolen my memories. I want them back. They're mine. They're what make me, me.
Yes, their design is to diminish the receiver. Makes a more malleable subject. Unpleasant.
Is that how it makes you feel too? I was wondering what it did with your wetware. I've gotta go.
Do not get lost in time. Stay clear of physical danger in the past. Remove yourself from her body if it is threatened.
Goodbye, Doc.
Home soon.
I'll look through these. Check the next aisle.
It's so creepy in here. Do you feel like someone's watching us?
I don't think so.
This is beginning to make me dizzy.
I'd like to think I have that effect.
No, it's not that. It's like amnesia. I feel like a radio station with bad reception.
Oh, God, was this that other person thing as well?
Well, I was trying to tell you about X. It was very strange.
What was strange about it? The guy was a complete son of a bitch. Oh, God, I'm sick of talking about X.
But it wasn't just X. There was someone else inside X.
Oh, you mean X wasn't himself?
It was more like X plus someone else.
Who else?
I don't know. It was about time.
It's about time we found his money. That's what it's about time for.
In a way, that's what it was about.
What?
The other X.
Oh. You know, this is beginning to make me dizzy. I liked it better when I was making you dizzy.
No, I'm never dizzy. I've got a very clear eye on you. You're being very linear.
Yeah. The fastest path between 2 points is a line.
Groups of nested entities, one within another, that made it very hard to trace property. They did not have the technologies that made complex layers of information available at the wave of a hand.
So, nested companies with hidden assets might indicate the possibility of a piece of real estate acquired through questionable means. A red flag.
Exactly. A company nested within another company, nested within another company, might own the property, and the real owner would be very difficult to trace.
Ingenious subterfuge. Flesh is devious. And the particular piece of property I asked you about?
An interesting case study. It changed hands in 1932. The real estate had been hidden in such a nested complex of properties. It was purchased by a certain party after its original owner had died, but it was not purchased from the legal heirs. I think the title changed hands under the table, so to speak.
The original owner, the real owner, was his name X?
Yes, it was. How do you know this?
The company that held the nesting company, was that the XYZ fund?
Yes.
William. I bet it's William.
Spectropia, come back! There's more! You need to know about the bumblebee!
I think Eddie is right. If the estate, his wife, his family, thinks the assets are missing or lost in the crash, then maybe where he hid things has to do with something else he was up to.
Where did these names come from? Sally Rand.
Find something?
She's the simulation from my machine.
Well, these are the names we've been looking for. How did they get here? Maybe someone is watching us. Let's get out of here.
I know he's not telling me something.
I wonder if she's found out something.
And it's connected in some way to Father trying to find out what happened to the sheriffs from the XYZ.
I'd better be careful. I don't have much time.
How do all the pieces connect?
Maybe she's just clued into the fact that there's something else going on besides the clients list and the money.
He's up to something.
William, how did you get involved in all this?
Oh, it was boom times, you know. I thought we could all make money.
Just wondering if there was anything you hadn't mentioned. Keeping secrets, William?
Secrets? Are you back on that thing with X?
What thing with X?
You said something about someone else in X. I don't know, another person.
I know he's not telling me something. Probably about the piece of property the Duck's client was talking about.
Did I? I don't remember. Did it have something to do with blackmail?
But is he a thief and a blackmailer? Or is he just trying to protect me?
I don't know what you're talking
Or is he
about.
trying to cover himself in some way?
Is this something X told you?
He's up to something.
Who are those people on that investor's list?
I can't figure her out at all.
You should know that. They're your father's clients. You seem to be forgetting a lot of things lately.
One minute she's all over me, and the next she's treating me like pond scum.
Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
I think we're really getting along, and then pow.
Not so much about forgetting, but about hiding things, doing one thing and saying another.
And lately...
You know, I don't even know who
lately,
you are anymore, Verna.
it's as if she's a different person.
I mean, one minute you're kissing me, and the next you're treating me like a common criminal. What is going on with you? You're acting crazy.
Oh, so now I'm crazy.
Oh, come on. I didn't say that.
But maybe that's what you meant. Look, I need to go. There's something I have to do.
Well, fine. Maybe when I see you again, you'll have your head on straight.
I'll see you later.
Fine.
Fasten your seat belts.
Verna, she was with him when he died.
Wait a minute. Verna was actually with X when he died?
Man. Phooey.
And what makes you think your information's any good?
I was his mistressy. When he was trying to hide stuff from his wife, he set something up for me. A lot of good it did me. Bastard croaked and left me with diddly. He made me his secretary in this company, see, that was inside the XYZ.
What was it called? Wither Holdings?
Just keep your pants on, I'm getting to that. A property deed was hidden inside the holdings of this small dummy company, and I am the only one who knows about the existence of that company and that the deed belonged to X. There are some important company papers. The Bumblebee Company, it was called. That'll tell you what you want to know. They're hidden in an attic with a lot of money, but, I don't know where, which house, which pieces of property it was. So much was lost in the crash, I don't know what was left.
Come on. Where's the deed, huh? The house on Beekman or one of the others? He lost so many in the crash.
Yeah, well, life's tough. I just know that the papers aren't in the company files. But you're smart guys. You could transfer the title, buy the company, get the deed on the QT. I just want my cut and I want it now. I'm tired of waiting.
Mr. X was a nasty little man, with a lot of nasty men around him. Before the fund died in the crash in 29, they caught him with his hand in the till.
But the fund, it died?
Oh yeah, the crash toppled everything. Burst everyone's bubble. X had a heart attack before the trial. He never got his just desserts. I lost the works, the SOB. But you know, we're all in the same boat, right, honey? Except for the fat cats. There are some assets that didn't show up in the estate, and I know that for a fact. X had a girlfriend named Connie.
Yeah, I've met her.
She's a friend of mine. She's not always forthcoming, but she made some allusions to a blackmail game. She said X had a few tricks up his sleeve. She told me there was money that only she knew about. She had a big mouth, Connie, and she didn't know who her friends were. She worked for the Bumblebee Company. It was a dummy company that belonged to X's big parent company, the XYZ. There's some version of it still in existence, although most of it collapsed in the panic of the crash. When the bubble burst.
Yeah.
Eddie, something very strange is going on here. Verna was with X when he died. What's she up to?
Why don't you ask her?
Yeah, well, that isn't as simple as it sounds.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Believe me, I'm gonna find out.
Where have you been?
I went to see one of the names on that list. Sally Rand. She knew X's girlfriend. I think the money's at X's house on Beekman Place. Sally knew the address.
Money's in the attic.
How do you know that?
Well, he always said he hid his secrets in an attic.
Really?
I was his golden boy, you know? And I was his dupe. Let's go. This could be the money. What is going on with you, Verna?
William, I wish I could explain it, but I'm not even sure I completely understand it myself.
What happened when X died? You said something about him being more than one person?
We're all more than one person.
I can never figure you out.
Maybe a girl likes to be a mystery. What you see isn't always what you get.
Here I am again.
Still in one piece. Oh, a lucky life form. I thought we'd be a magnet for the reg, but they don't see us. The jammer's working.
Well, that's good. I think that's good.
Your friend William and someone called Eddie pulled off an interesting deal in 1932. He got them a piece of prime real estate, 110 Beekman Place, next door to X's real estate. It's the nested property my client referred to.
I know William is involved. I just haven't figured out how.
The data is adding up. Something happens soon.
Doc, how do you know? How do you know all this? It's like you can see backwards in time.
Yes, it would seem like time has a fold to you. But it depends on how you navigate the database.
I'm beginning to see time in a completely new way. And things just stutter. And they add up like layers. And add up like layers. It's not a straight line at all.
Events are not yet, and then, whoops, already gone. Think about it.
I'm beginning to understand what happened in the past. I'm just still confused about Father. Confused about Father.
Father. You'll have to go back to find out how to go forward. Something happens soon.
What was that?
What?
That noise.
What noise?
I heard something.
It's the wind.
Try the door.
It's locked. I can pick it.
Be careful.
Bingo.
I gotta find that deed and fast. Everything's gonna fall apart soon if I don't. Verna's too smart not to figure it all out.
What are we really looking for? Is the money hidden in the house? Doesn't really seem possible. But if it was money X got illegally from the fund, maybe he did hide it here.
If Eddie and I don't find that deed, someone else will. And soon. The property can't stay hidden forever. Or could it?
It's in this house. It's gotta be here somewhere.
Let's speed it up again.
Okay.
I think this is it. Stocks.
I can't believe it. You mean you found it? I've had just about enough of you. You pay attention to the keys, you little fool. William, I got this key from X when he died. And I found one exactly like it in that trunk.
X gave it to you when he died? Why?
I don't know. He said he was someone from a different time. He said someone would come looking for this. His daughter, he said.
X doesn't have a daughter.
Do you think he was hallucinating?
I don't know.
He sounded so strange. Like a different person.
It's the reg. They're sweeping the sector. Everyone's on the move.
Why is this happening?
Rumors, we think.
I wonder if we've hit a nerve with the machine and the frequency regulator.
We thought you'd want to know. We're leaving.
Come with me through the tunnels. It's not safe with the reg on the press.
Wait. These are the XYZ stocks. They were ruined in the crash. I cannot believe he stole these and didn't cash out.
You mean they're worthless?
Yeah. Well, that's that.
You don't seem very upset. I thought it was so important.
Don't worry. I have a plan. I'll figure it out.
Sometimes you get so caught up in looking for things, you forget what's really important.
I feel like I just keep reaching for things that aren't there.
Yeah. I know. I'm sorry.
This is why he's not upset about the money. This is the property hidden in a company owned by XYZ. What does he think he's doing?
She won't know what it means. But what if she does?
I feel so tired. I don't know how much longer I can be in this body.
I could only bluff Verna so long. She's too smart to put one over on.
Maybe he's lied about everything.
I have to try that key on the property.
I'm feeling someone else's feelings, except they've become mine somehow.
If Eddie and I can pull off this bumblebee deal and buy the property, it'll be the beginning of something big.
Beautiful night to have an invitation to the Beaux-Arts ball, isn't it?
What? Oh, yeah. Sure.
We'll have a great time. Who cares about the money? Who needs it anyway?
Lots of people do.
Why won't you trust me, Verna?
Trust me? I hate it when people say that. Of course you aren't going to trust them if they say
Calm down.
that. Oh, calm down what? It'll all go away.
I am not going anywhere.
Maybe you are and you don't know it. Or maybe you do.
I don't even know who I'm talking to.
I am not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Miss Edna Cowan, the basin girl?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm the plumbing.
The plumbing?
Yeah, you know, the part no one ever wants to mention. The part beneath the surface.
Drinking way too much champagne, Varna.
And you are a blackmailer. You don't care about anyone's feelings.
How did you say that?
Your lies and schemes will hurt people for generations.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mr. Hide and Seek, Mr. Blackmail.
Drunk.
You know, probably killed my father.
What? How could you say that? Your father's fine. I'm gonna fix the debt.
It doesn't get fixed. It killed him and probably wasted his life.
Come on, sit down.
Don't handle me.
You're not making any sense.
Yes, I am. You know, you look like him. You could almost be him years ago, or years from now. Lots of years.
Let's get some coffee.
What's happening?
I'm happy. Time for me to step in. It's time for you to go home now. You're in the way.
Leave me alone!
No, if you stay, you'll only cause trouble. You've learned all that's useful.
Get off of me!
Time to go.
X is going now. I must be quick. Listen carefully. Someone will come. I don't know how, but I know she will find you, my daughter. Give this to her. It's her legacy. Gone.
Father?
Please. I don't want her to make the same mistake. She'll understand. I'm too weak to free myself now. I'll vanish in time.
Verna was actually with X when he died.
There was another person inside X.
I can't believe he's dead.
Spectropia, please don't cry.
I can still feel his presence. It's like he's still here.
I regret I am the bearer of bad news. It was buried in my program, waiting for instruction.
I have to follow this clue. I know that it's a risk with the jammer being unfinished, but I have to find out all that I can.
Don't look for fresh air in this town.
A block of prime real estate in New York City. William stole it, and my father thought that he could get it back for me. But it's all underwater. New York is below sea level. Worthless. Vanished.
Spectropia! The generator!
Frequency's blocked. The reg are gone.
So much has happened. I feel so alone.
You aren't alone. You have the sector. Friends that need your help. If the jammer puts a shield over everything, there will be no escape frequencies to attract the reg.
I should finish the jammer.
Think about the spectrum.
Frequency spectrum. The jammer in the box is a kludge.
And we'll fix the kludge with an elegant solution.
It's your conscience calling.
Money. What is it? The stuff you never have enough of. A piece of paper crawling with germs.
I can see into the future, and you're not there.
William, after you left, he got implicated in a real estate scam. He and Eddie as much as stole property from the ex-estate. They got off scot-free. The DA could never prove it. William's reputation was pretty much destroyed. He's become a recluse. And I did love him. But too many things came out, and he's very rich now.
My father thought the money would make us happy. He chased ghosts his whole life, as if the lost family inheritance would make everything right. He knew at the end. He warned me not to make the same mistake.
He was wise. Well, during that whole mess, I met the DA who was prosecuting the case. He's X's brother. Can you imagine that? He was the good one. We got married. He's a peach. I run the PI section of my dad's business. I own the company. Hey, you know, if that was your family's inheritance, that means that you're related to X. That makes us, well, what would that make us?
Great, great, great cousins or something. An aunt. That's amazing. I have a family, even if you are all ghosts. And William wasn't related to me at all. He's the one who stole the family inheritance. All the time it was him. Don't go. Verna, come back. It worked. The jammer actually worked.
Hello, what can I do for you?
I want to find out about someone. Someone who's dead. Someone I've lost and can't remember and...
Yes. It's not a job for me, but there's someone here who might be able to help you. A kind of private detective of memory. She may be just what you need.
Yes?
Hi.
Does this mean they live happily ever after?
Well, no, they have a world with some big problems.
But they have some fun.
Yes, they do.
Life is like a bag of groceries with a hole in the bottom.
But it's not a bad thing. That's actually the beauty of it. Looked at in a certain way, time is random access.
This time, that place, this eye, that face, all is streaming, but it stutters, and then I'm stuck here, and when are we? Your hand, that look, my queen takes your book, a tear, a smile, a gasp, a sigh, change of minds, not a lie, it's something I can't name. There's a flow and a bend, like a fold without an end. Can I get there again? Will it ever be the same? Will I ever, did I ever know your name? My thoughts in your head, things are upside down again. Going back to go forward, could tomorrow be a place I've been? That time, this place, can I ever really see your face? Time's looping in reverse and stops. The shape of the